Hello, welcome back to Horizons Gaming. My name is Ben, and today we're continuing on with Ever17. So, last time out, the girls decided to go have a chat with Sugumi. Well, the kid decided to keep talking with Sora about some possibilities of what happened during the accident, as well as some escape ideas, none of which were particularly helpful. And yeah, he was also supposed to meet up with Takshi at like 9:30 or something. And yeah, looks like we're gonna go meet with him now. As I was so involved in my chat with Sora, I had missed the appointment meeting time. I left the control room and headed towards the meeting point in front of the security office. But Takshi wasn't there. Hey, Takshi. I tried to call out to him, but there's no reply. Glancing at the security office, I noticed that the door was wide open. I decided to take a peek in the room. No one was there. Not you, Sara, nor Sugumi. Hey, Sora? Sora, everybody, where are you? I looked up at the bare ceiling and called out. I figured Sora would be in the control room monitoring me, but apparently she wasn't. There were no sounds from the speakers on the ceiling. I wonder what I should do. I thought as I wandered walking through the corridors. First, I'm not sure how much this really matters, but I'm just going to keep following the little guide here, so we're going to go to the warehouse first. Logger house. I wound up in front of the warehouse. I don't expect anybody's here, but... Wait, what's that? The watertight door at the entrance was slightly open. I was sure it was closed when I come by here with you and everyone. Is anyone there? I softly opened the door. Sara. Sara was inside. She was sitting on top of a pile of boxes. I didn't know if I'd surprise her, but her face seemed to stiffen. Oh, kid, don't scare me like that. Sorry. And after shooting me a slight glare, Sara stuck her hands in her pockets and dropped to the floor. What are you doing here? I just wanted some time alone. Alone?
というよりは、ナッキュ先輩が少し一人にしてくれって言うから別行動してるだけなんだけどね。
Actually, Naki said she wanted to be alone, so we just went our separate ways. Oh, that reminds me, how is Sugumi? Great answer. Sara sighed slightly and held her hands out, palms facing up. I see. Feminine intuition aside, not even the two girls were able to get through to her, even though there's no apparent reason for Sugumi to hold a grudge. What could Sugumi have been so angry with us about? Finally, we promised to meet up later in the conference room and split up. I thought I'd go somewhere else. Alright, this thing says control room. So, control centrum. I went to the control room again. Yo, what's up? Any progress? Unfortunately, no.
レミでさえ事態を正確に把握することができていないようなのです。
It appears that even Lemmy is not able to accurately gauge the situation.
こんなこと普通では考えられないことなのですが。
It is something that would normally be unthinkable. I turned my eyes to the massive monitor behind Sora. A flat map of LeMu's fight at stock and treasure stock floors was displayed. Lemmy was monitoring LeMu wall to wall 24 hours a day. If Lemmy couldn't survey the situation, then what in the world? By the way, why is Lemmy called Lemmy?
あれ？まだお教えしていませんでしたか？
Oh, I haven't told you. No, I haven't heard.
レミの正式名称は
Lemmy's proper name is...
ライプリヒメデツイン・ムリティフィルファーレン・インテリゲント・ヒルン・ズユステームと言います。
Library Medicine Multiverse Intelligent Healing System actually indicates it. What was that? Can you give it to me one more time?
ライプリヒメデツイン・ムリティフィルファーレン・インテリゲント・ヒルン・ズユステームです。
Library Medicine Multiverse Intelligent Healing System actually indicates it. What language is that?
ドイツ語です。
It's German. What does it mean?
最初のライプリヒメディツィンは製薬会社の名前を表しています。
The first part, Leiblich Medizin, indicates the name of a pharmaceutical
そ
company.
の後は多重並列処理による人工知能システムといった感じの意味合いです。
The bit after that means something along the lines of parallel processing artificial intelligence system.
この頭文字を取って LEMMIH すなわちレミシステムと呼ばれるようになりました。
The first letter of each word created the acronym LEMI, so they called the system LEMI. Uh-huh, I see. Hey, there are two things I wanted to ask
何
you.
でしょう。
What might they be? That what was it
ラ
again?
イプリヒメディチン。日本ではライプリヒ製薬と呼ばれています。
Leiblich Medizin in Japan is known as Leiblich Pharmaceuticals. So, what's the relationship between Leiblich and LeMu?
このテーマパークを運営しているのはレミューという名前の株式会社です。
The company managing this theme park is called LeMu.
そしてこの会社の筆頭株主がライプリヒ製薬なのです。
And the largest stockholder is Leiblich Medicine. I see. So, essentially, I guess that Leiblich has the right to say whatever happens at LeMu.
そのように解釈していただいても差し支えないと思われます。
I suppose it is a reasonable interpretation.
そもそもこのテーマパークの名前の由来も
The origin of the name of this theme park
表向きには幻の大陸レムリアにちなんでということになっておりますが、
The official line is that it was named after the phantom or lost continent Lemuria.
実際にはライプリヒメデツィンとウトピーの頭文字を取ってレミューと命名されたんだそうです。
But actually, I've heard that it's just a combination of the first letters of Leiblich Medizin and Utopia.
ウトピー、ユートピア、
Utopia means utopia.
つまりライプリヒ製薬のプロデュースによって建設された夢のような理想郷、楽園。
In other words, Leiblich created this place to be a dreamlike utopia.
そんな意味が込められているということになります。
So that is why they named it that. Utopia, huh?
2つ目の質問は何でしょうか。
And what was your second question? Well, it's about German.
ドイツ語ですか？
German? Yeah. You just said that Lemmy's official name is German, right? And all around Lemieux are these German signs and stuff. I wondered why German?
それはライプリヒ製薬が日本とドイツの合弁企業だからです。
That's because Leiblich Pharmaceutical is a joint venture between a Japanese and German company.
本社はフランクフルトにありますし、役員の大半もドイツ人で占められています。
Its headquarters in Frankfurt, and the majority of officials are German. So that's why it's all in German. It still doesn't really make sense. It's a Japanese theme park, but, whatever, it's fine. So, Leiblich Pharmaceutical had a pretty strong relationship with LeMu then. Since I'm asking, can I ask one more thing?
どうぞ。
Go ahead. Why did Leiblich Pharmaceuticals want to run a theme park anyhow? I mean, we're talking about Leiblich Pharmaceuticals. They make medicine, right? That doesn't seem to have anything to do with the theme park. And this is right in the middle of the ocean, right? Why do go all the trouble of...
それは
Because...
それは
Because...
申し訳ありません。
I'm sorry.
その質問にはお答えすることはできません。
I can't answer that question. What? Why not?
企業秘密だからです。
It is confidential information. Confidential? What in the... Who could I possibly tell? I can't imagine that a kid like me finding out could cause any damage. You really can't even tell, let alone me? Sara had gone quiet and wasn't answering. Yeah, okay, I understand. We'll just forget about it.
本当にすみません。
I'm really sorry. It's alright, you don't have to apologize. You have to keep it secret as part of your job, right? There's nothing you can do about it.
わかりました。では一つだけお教えしましょう。
Alright, I'll tell you one thing.
レミューは外部から電力を供給してもらっているのではなく、館内に自家発電装置を持っています。
LeMu does not rely on energy provided from the outside, but generates all of its energy in this
この
complex.
真下、水深119メートルの位置に海底があるのですが、
And directly under us at a depth of 119 meters or 357 feet is the seafloor.
この海底にある熱水噴出口から数百度という極めて高い温度の水を汲み上げ、その熱を利用して発電機を稼働させているのです。
There's a thermal vent on the surface of the seafloor where water several hundred degrees is pumped out, and heat from that is used to operate our generators. I waited for the rest of the explanation, but Sora didn't say anything more. And what does that have to do with what we were just talking about? Sora let the question go.
そろそろ仕事を再開してもよろしいでしょうか。
Do you mind if I get back to work? Oh, yeah, sorry to bother you. I gave up and left. LeMu is controlled by a Japanese-German joint venture called Lilac Pharmaceutical. Why would they build a theme park here? And what could it have to do with the fact that they generated their own energy? I left this mystery spinning in my mind. I thought I would go somewhere else. Alright, let's go to the jellyfish gondola. Or Kvala. Next, I went to the jellyfish gondola. Sugumi was there. Her back was to me and she was looking at the entrance. I called out to her loudly. Hey, wanna ride the gondola? Sugumi turned to look at me, but she immediately turned on her heel and walked away. Wait a minute.
私、さっき言ったわよね。
I already told you.
もう二度と声をかけないで。
I said
そう
don't
言
ever
ったでしょ。
Ah! I keep jumping way ahead. Alright. I said don't ever talk to me again. But Sugumi started walking again. Hey, I said wait.
何よ、しつこいわね。
What is it? You're so irritating. You met you and Sara, right?
だから
So what? Why didn't you listen to
あ
them?
なたには関係ない。
It's none of your business.
そんなこと聞くために私を呼び止めたわけ？
Is that why you stopped me? No. The real reason is something else. Before you said something about those guys or something, right? What did you mean by that? Sugumi stared at me intently. She narrowed her eyes, almost as if praising me. Intimidated by her intense glare, my body stiffened and I swallowed.
あなた一体何者なの？
What is with you? I don't know. I wish I did know.
わかったわ。
Fine.
もしもあなたが嘘をついてないとしたら、一つだけ忠告しといてあげる。
Well, if you aren't lying, then I'll warn you about one thing.
あなたはきっと利用されてるのよ、奴らに。
Those guys, they're probably using you. Using me? So what do you mean when you say those guys?
これ以上は言えない。
I can't say more than that.
私、まだあなたのこと 100% 信用したわけじゃないの。
I still don't trust you 100% yet.
逆に、私のことを信用してもらっても困るし。
And I don't want you trusting me either.
とにかく、自分の身は自分で守りなさい。
Anyway, look after yourself.
何が起きても、私はあなたのことを助けるつもりはないから。
If something happens, I'm not going to help you. Saying only that, Sugumi turned and left. Having no idea what just happened, I simply stood there. I thought I'd go somewhere else. Alright, let's go to the security office. Let's see, Wachenzimmer. Oh, Takshi. I was surprised by entering the security office. Takshi was there. Huh, I wonder what he's up to. He had both hands on the operating panel and was staring into the monitor intently. I was about to call out to him, but I hesitated. The gaze that Takshi had leveled on the monitor, it was so intense it made my spine tingle. He had the eyes of a hawk scouring the horizon for prey. Takashi? I finally got out the words. Takshi slowly looked back at me.
お、少年、やっと来たかね。待ちくたびれたぞい。
Hey, kid, you finally made it. I'm beat from waiting. The look on Takshi's face is his normal, goofy expression. I felt relieved. What were you doing? You look so intense. It was scary.
あ？怖い顔？
Huh? Scary? Yeah, just now. You look scary.
失礼なやっちゃな。 俺の顔のどこが怖いって言うんじゃい。
That's kind of rude. What's so scary about my face? It's different now, but before it was scary.
おお、じゃあどれだけ怖かったのか見せてみ。
Then how about you show me how scary it was? I think your face is kind of like this, glaring at the monitor. I tried to mimic how Takushi would look by using my fingers to pull up both my eyes.
なんじゃそりゃ、全然怖くねえよ。
That's not scary at all. Don't try to pretend it was nothing.
すまんすまん。俺はな、
sorry. Hey,
お前さんを探してたんだよ。
I was looking for you. For me?
おう、お前さんいつまで経っても来ないからな。館内放送で呼び出してやろうかと思って。
Yeah, because you didn't show up in forever. I thought I'd call you on the complex intercom system.
ひょっとしたらどこかで迷子になってビービー泣いてるんじゃないかと。
I figured you probably lost somewhere and cried yourself silly. What are you talking about? I was about to say the same thing to you. You weren't here at the time we set up. Where have you been until now?
バッキャロ、そん時いなかったらお前だろ。思いっきり遅刻しやがったくせに。
That's stupid. You're the one that wasn't here, right? You're totally late. Oh, right. Sorry about that, but you could have waited a little longer.
俺は忙しいんだ。お前のことだけ構ってるわけにはいかねえんだよ。
Hey, I'm a busy guy. I'm not here to look after you. Busy? You?
そう、俺は多忙なんだ。
Yep, I'm horribly busy. A liar? Until a while ago, we were wasting time together.
なあ、
Hey,
もうやめないか、こんな身のない口論。
can we stop this meaningless conversation? Yeah, it is kind of stupid.
だろ。
Isn't it? We both laughed dryly. That dissolved any tension that was in the atmosphere. I didn't get it. But at some point, I had begun to feel comfortable with him. I thought there was something about him. Something like me, maybe?
ところでどうよ。何か思い出せてきたかね。
So, how's your condition coming along? Any changes? Saying that, Takushi sat down in a chair. His eyes were the same height as mine. Any changes? You mean my memory? Takushi nodded. I shook my head.
そっか。
I see.
でもまあ焦るなや。空も言ってたけど、記憶喪失ってのはほんの些細なきっかけで突然治ったりするもんだ。
Well, don't force it. It's like Sora said, memory loss can heal at just the slightest thing. Easy for you to say, it's not your problem.
人事だからな。
Yeah, sure, it's not my problem. You say it like you've seen it happen.
まあな。何せ俺様は全知全能だからよ。
Well, I have been around the block a few times. Sure. Tell me about it. And? I didn't feel like prying.
まあとりあえずだ。まずは手近なところから思い出していったらどうだ。
Well, for now, why don't you just try to remember things starting with stuff familiar to you?
そうだな。誕生日とか。
Yeah, things like your birthday. My birthday?
どうした？
What's wrong? Hey, what year is it?
お前、そんなことも忘れちゃったのか？
You forgot that too? Yeah.
今年はな、西暦2000、
It's 2000...
何年だっけ？
What year is it? Saying that, Takushi fished his entrance ticket stub from his pocket.
ああ、そうそう。
That's right.
2017年だ。
It's 2017. Takushi crumpled the stub back up and pushed it back into his pocket. 2017.
それがどうかしたのか？
Is there something about it? Yeah, kind of.
ちょっと？
Kind of. I thought that if I heard the year, then I might be able to remember at least my birthday.
そうか。そういえばお前、自分の年齢もわからないんだったよな。
I see. Come to think of it, you don't even know how old you are, huh? Nope.
見た感じだと42歳厄年ってところかな。
Well, by the looks of it, I'd say you're not a day over 42. What?
冗談だよ、冗談。
I'm kidding, relax.
そんなわけないだろうが。
There's no way.
多分14、15歳ってとこじゃないかな。
You're probably in the neighborhood of like 14 or 15.
仮に18歳だとしたらかなりの童顔だ。
If you're 18, then you've got a baby face. 14 or 15, huh? I muttered this.
さてと、俺はもう行くぞ。実はまだ見回りが終わってねえんだ。
Well, I'm getting out of here. Actually, I haven't finished looking around. Oh, hey, Takshi, it seems like everybody's scattered all over right now.
まあ、そうだな。もう少ししたらどっかに集合しないとな。
Yeah, we'll have to arrange to meet somewhere sooner or later. I think the conference room would be good.
わかった。みんなに会ったらそう伝えとくよ。
Got it. If I see the others, I'll give them the word. Takshi left. I also decided to go somewhere else. Our only other option is the merry-go-round. Carousel Delphine. The merry-go-round. Several dozen dolphins are connected in a circle. There are no horses, no carriages, there are no children's voices. And the blue ocean was just one paneling of wall away. We were all trapped in this place. Oops. Thinking this, it was hard to believe that the scenery spreading before me was reality. What am I doing here? That thought popped into my mind. What I was experiencing right now seemed much more bizarre to me than the fact that I'd lost my memory. In other words, my doubts about the past were less than my sense of unease about the present. I was overcome by a sense that my existence was floating away.
あ、少年。
Oh, hey, kid!
何ボケーっとしてんの？そんなとこで。
You spacing out there? He was peeking out at me from the shadow of a rock. Not exactly. Really? Oh, I talked to Sara and she said that things are no good with Sugumi.
まあね。
Well, you could see that. What exactly happened? What?
一言で言うと、振り逃げかな。
In a nutshell, it was like we whiffed. What do you mean?
つぐみはいくつなの？とか、どこに住んでるの？とか、お腹すいたねとか、最初はそんな軽い話から始まって。
We started a light conversation about how old she was, where she lived, if she was hungry. We were biding our time, waiting for the right pitch.
最終的には、なんで怒ってるのってマヨンが直球勝負を挑んで。
Ultimately, Mayo asked her straight out, why are you so mad? And what did she say?
だから振り逃げだってば。
I said we whiffed, right?
空振りされた挙句、出塁されちゃったって感じ。
It was like we waited and waited for a good pitch, but we didn't get anything, so we swung. So it was big zero.
ゼロかどうかはわからないけど、1じゃないことだけは確かでしょう。
I don't know if it was a zero, but we sure didn't hit a home run.
あとはひたすら牽制球を投げて、向こうが油断するのを待つのみね。
All we can do is wait for her to get careless and throw the right pitch. And get her out.
タッチセーフだよ。
No, get a hit.
私はただ触れたいだけ。手応えを感じたいだけなの。
I just wanted to get a sense to feel what she's all about.
理由はどうあれ、人に嫌われてるっていうのはあんまり気分のいいものじゃないからね。
Reasons aside, there's just something not pleasant about being disliked. Saying that, you started walking. She got on the platform of the merry-go-round and petted the fin of a dolphin. I followed after you and jumped on the back of a
ところ
dolphin.
で少年、こんなとこで何やってたの？
Yeah, incidentally, what were you doing here? I was looking for everybody. And when I went to the security office, no one was there. What about you, you? What were you
メ
doing?
リーゴーランドの周りをブラブラしてただけ。
I was just hanging around this area near the merry-go-round.
ちょっと一人になりたかったから。
I just wanted to be alone, so... Alone? You cast a lonely look at the dolphin as she patted its smooth skin.
ねえ、このイルカどうして動かないのかな？
Hey, why doesn't this dolphin move? Probably because it isn't turned on? There should be an operating panel around
ス
somewhere.
イッチを入れたらこのイルカは動くの？
you think if we turn on, then the dolphin will move? Yeah, probably.
海の中を泳いだり魚を捕まえたりするの？
Swim in the ocean and catch fish and stuff? What?
私さっき思ったんだけど、
I was just thinking.
レミューの中にはイルカもクジラも魚も貝もタコだってクラゲだってイソギンチャクだっているのにさ。
Because inside the LeMu there are dolphins and whales and fish and clams and octopus. There are even jellyfish and sea anemones, but...
でもそれって本当は全部生き物じゃないんだよね。
But none of them are real living creatures. Of course not. They're all made by people.
当たり前かな。
I wonder.
例えば深い森の中では生きていないものを探す方が難しいでしょ？
For example, deep in the forest, it'd be harder to find something that's not alive than something that is, right?
木も草も鳥も昆虫も土の中の微生物だってみんな生きてるんだもん。
There are trees and grass, birds and bugs, soil and little living creatures inside of it. Everything's alive.
だけどここはどう？
But how about here?
こんな広い空間の中で生きてるのは私たちだけなんだよ。
The only thing that's alive in this vast space is us.
海の中の楽園なのにね。
They call this an underwater paradise?
こ
Utopia?
の楽園では生きてることの方が珍しいのかもしれない。
So in this utopia, living things are outnumbered by non-living
つ
things.
まり私たちは邪魔者。
Which, in a way, means we
死
are...
の世界に紛れ込んだ異物なんだと思う。
We're intruders in this land of the dead. You petted the dolphin. The dolphin's deformed plastic smile didn't move at all. A steel rod was stuck in its belly. Do you hate LeMu, you?
う
Well,
ーん、難しい問題ね。
it's hard to say.
好きとか嫌いとかそういうのは考えたことなかったな。
It's not like I like or dislike it. But you liked it enough to start working here, right?
ううん、
Nope. No, you didn't?
違うよ。
Nope. Well, then why? To my question, you tilted her head. Then she just clammed up and started wandering around one of the dolphins. Finally, her feet stopped and you quietly faced me.
大切なものを探してるの。
I'm looking for something important. Something
お
important?
父さんの手がかり。
A clue about my father.
実はね、私のお父さんレミューの開発部門で働いてたの。
Actually, my father worked in the research and development division of LeMu. Research and development?
私も詳しくは聞いてないんだけど、
I don't know the
お
details.
父さんレミのプログラムを作ってたみたい。
It seems like my father made the LeMu program. LeMu? Wasn't that LeMu's central computer?
う
Yeah,
ん、もちろん一人でやってたわけじゃないよ。
of course he didn't do it alone.
そのプロジェクトの一員として開発に携わってたってこと。
He was one of the members involved in developing the project. Oh, is that so? What do you mean by clue?
お父さんね、
My father...
お父さんある日突然いなくなっちゃったんだ。
My father... disappeared one day. What?
行方不明になっちゃったの。
He just went missing. When?
それが
He...
物心ついた時にはすでにいなくって、
He's been missing as long as I can remember.
私が1歳の時、つまり今から17年前のことね。
It was when I was a year old, 17 years ago. So you don't remember your father?
うん、
No.
写真とかムービーとかでしか見たことはなくて、
I've only seen pictures and movies of
ち
him.
ゃんとした記憶は残ってないの。全然。
I don't really have any
今
memories.
言ったことも全部お母さんから聞いた話で、
Everything I just told you I heard from my mother. But why? Why did he disappear?
それが分かればこんなところまで来たりしないよ。
If I knew that, I wouldn't have come here. If I knew where he was, he wouldn't have disappeared. He'd just be gone. What do you mean?
お父さんの姿が最後に目撃されたのはこのレミューの中だったの。
The last time my father was seen was in LeMu.
だからここに来れば消えたお父さんの手がかりが何か見つかるかもしれないってそう思って。
So, I thought if I came here, maybe I'd find some clue about my father.
お母さんはもう諦めちゃってるみたいだから頼りにならないし。
It seems like my mom has already given up, so I can't count on her.
お母さんお父さんのこと死んじゃったんだって思ってるみたい。
My mom has convinced herself that my dad is dead. The word dead had a heavy ring to it. You looked straight at me as her eyes watered.
でもね
But,
私は信じてるの。
I believe,
お父さんは絶対どこかで生きてるんだよ。
I believe that he is alive somewhere.
だってそうでしょ。
He has to be.
お父さんはただ行方不明になっただけで遺体が見つかったわけじゃないんだし。
My father just went missing. His remains were never found. I couldn't find any words. I didn't know what to say to her. She might have been waiting for me to say something like, "You're right, he's probably alive somewhere." But I couldn't say it. I just nodded and couldn't even look back into her eyes. Finally, we promised to meet up later in the conference room and split up. Alright, well, that feels like as good a place as any to go and call for today. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.